Hey guys, so again, welcome back to Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. Let's carry on where we left off, just looking to tidy up some of our extra branches that we haven't actually explored yet. First things first though, I need to go back to that Mexican standoff that we had with Q Team and figure out what the hell that third option's going to be. I don't know what the fourth one is. I know that's, well, what's Q's name, right? And we don't know what that is yet. Maybe Quark, but I tried to enter that and that didn't work, so probably not. I guess we're going to have to figure out what the fourth option is going to be though, so let's get cracking on that. Here we go. Finally figured out what the other choice is going to be. Nobody. We're just going to sit here
all right.
without firing
I'll just
anything.
Slowly put my weapon down first. So now, you two.
Everybody,
Yeah, okay.
chillax.
Sure.
Eric's heart can be preserved. I won't lose my head. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Well, shit.
No!
Thanks, Eric, you doofus. Wait, they survived? Oh my goodness.
What an idiot.
Says the guy
Now announcing the current casualties.
who's the biggest idiot out of all of us.
Carlos, June,
Or maybe he's undercover, I don't know.
Q Team, Q, D Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased.
Trust no one.
As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed.
I'm actually quite surprised our limbs are still intact. There they go. Look at that smile on his face. Mira's showing no emotion because she can't. Otherwise, she'd be jumping for joy right now, knowing she could rip out his heart.
Let's go, Mira. Let's get out of here and build a happy home and wonderful future together.
They won't last.
Yeah.
Don't worry. There you go. Just Naruto run out of there. Not a problem whatsoever. 3 days later. Wow. Into the new year.
Man, I don't think I could be any happier. I have you, Mira. And this bed is super comfy.
The only 2 things you need in life, I guess.
I couldn't ask for anything more.
Not even a guilty conscience.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, right.
I hope we can be like this every day. Forever and ever and...
There you go. Surprised she waited 3 days for it. Game over. Well, at least we got that third option. I suppose the last thing left to do is, what is Q's name? Alright, a couple more branches we need to chop off or at least start exploring, so I guess maybe we start with injecting Radical 6 into us. That splits off into this flow here, which is where suppression took place, where we didn't have to push the button. Although at least we get vaporized, so let's see what happens when we inject Radical 6. Okay, it's only the virus that ended the world. What could possibly go wrong if we inject ourselves with the wonderful Radical 6? Suppose we'll find out. Let's go ahead and do this. I think I made the correct call initially, but I suppose we'll find out, right? I mean, Zero can see the future, so he already knew what I was going to pick.
Let's do it.
Why?
Care
Because
to share your reason?
It will possibly
After
save
everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said. If Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way.
us. Right. He knows
That
what we're going to
means
choose.
All we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't. Our
And
fate
that's-
can go forward.
And that's like the rational thought, right? The rational thought is Zero can't see the future. He doesn't know what's going to happen. But we as the audience kind of know that, you know, time is a bit of an iffy thing. We've seen Sigma, of course, send his consciousness back in time and whatnot, so how time works in this universe is still a bit of a mystery to me, like the exact rules of it.
Or different ways if that's the situation. If we are infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not, if we aren't infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6 or not.
Right.
The important thing we need to remember, though, is the mortality rates. Zero said the casualty rate is 75% for the Radical 6 virus.
And 100% for the other one,
And we
right?
saw in the files that death is 100% confirmed for Fanatic Bio R.
Right, but we don't even know
So we can
whether
use
that file is accurate, right? We don't know who's made that file. We don't even know if Fanatic Bio R is a real virus. I think Q mentioned in the other flow it sounds fake or something like that, but then Radical 6, you know. But we know, as the audience, of course, again, that Radical 6 does exist. We've seen what it can do.
that to determine.
We also know that 75% is about right? Because most of humanity got wiped
It's
out
clear
by Radical 6, and yet there's still some, you know, remnants of humanity bumbling along, trying to survive with, you know, Tim Yuji and Quark, for example.
which option is best, right?
I see.
Right.
The probability that we're infected with FBR is 2 to 1.
We'll have a chance to survive no
which
matter
means
what.
If we inject Radical 6, our
In this-
survival
in
rate
this
is
world.
half of 125, 62.5%.
And if we don't inject it, then our chance is sitting at 50%.
So we go for the,
Any
for the
objections?
statistically higher option. It's kind of like that three-door game show puzzle. I think it's called Monty Hall's door puzzle or something. Game show problem, where as a member of the audience you're asked to pick one of 3 doors and you choose door number 1, for example. Then the host will open either door number 2 or door number 3, whichever one is empty, and he'll show that it's empty and he'll say, okay, now do you want to change your choice? And they say, or statistics says, you should change your choice because now the probability has upped from 33% when you initially chose the door to 50%. And that's kind of what I guess Q's trying to imply here. We may have been right in the first time by choosing the first door with a 33% chance, but now variables have changed a little bit and our stats have gone a bit higher. We should always go for the statistically higher option because, yeah, that's the rational thought, right? Whether or not it's correct, though, that's the thing.
Then we know what to do.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh. This is going to turn
Ready?
out great, I'm sure.
And
Oh, that sounded painful. Goodness me. Alright, well, we're still alive. That's a good sign, right? Gab's there.
So are we good?
And
Did we do the right thing?
I wonder what the significance of Gab
The
is.
lab door opened afterwards, so we
He just
must
chills
have.
there a lot.
do you feel any different?
No, not really.
No urge to kill yourself, perchance?
So, I guess.
Oh? Is it beginning?
Hey, Eric.
Eric?
I've thought this before, but, well, your laugh is kind of strange.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this is, well, sort of a bad habit I've had since I was a kid.
What, laughing?
What do you mean?
Issues at home, I guess.
Was your family difficult?
That's just it. We were completely normal. A kind mom, a clumsy dad, and an annoying little brother.
Well, you got 2 of those 3 traits within you, Eric. I suppose you can be kind sometimes. If you really try.
Oh, dear. What's wrong?
I'm not sure. They've just been crying.
Hey, you two. Mind telling Mommy why you're crying?
Chris broke my toy!
No! It was your fault, Eric!
Chris, Eric, listen to me, okay? When painful or sad things happen, people get angry or cry because of them.
Too true.
But even at those times, I want you to never forget to smile.
Smile?
Yes, smile.
Smile,
No
Eric.
matter how painful things get, as long as you can face it with a smile, happiness will come to you.
That smile on his face right now, though.
Have a strange power.
Really?
Yes, really. And that's not all. A smile can make everyone all around you happy too.
You too, Mommy? You'll be happy too?
Of course. So why don't you two stop fighting and show Mommy your smiles.
Eric, what happened to your mother?
Yeah!
Are you going to tell us?
You sure are something else. Hey, what about me? Can Daddy get some smiles too?
It kind of sounds like Matt Mercer
Looks
doesn't
like
sing this
Daddy's
voice
lonely,
actor.
you two.
Could be wrong
Let's
though.
all give him a whole lot of smiles.
Okay.
Get over here for a hug.
Jeez. It's the house of happiness over here.
Oh, you've gotten big.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, okay. Come at me. I'm ready.
Yay!
Ah, happy family times. Pretty sure Mira would have smiled if she could in that
Mom always
house
told us to never forget to smile.
when she stabbed you.
She'd never hurt a bug. Not even if a line of ants crossed her path. She was that kind and gentle.
And yet,
She was incredible. And when we lost her, that's when Dad changed.
how did you lose her, Eric? Out of curiosity. Oh my. This landscape's changed.
Shut the hell up! Who said you could fucking cry?
Wow.
Chris! Oh, Jesus, Eric! Can't you even look after your shitty little brother?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
Going from that
Fucking kids.
one scene with the same people,
Hey, go find someone to get me beer.
transitioning to this, that's sad.
Don't cry. Don't get mad. You better always smile, was what Dad liked to say. But unlike Mom, he was never not angry with us. Eventually, I figured out how to smile, regardless of what was going on.
Was there any way you could cope,
Just
huh?
smiling day in and day out. No fun. Not happy. I'd be made fun of, or yelled at. And no matter the pain, no matter how bad it was, I never raised my voice. I just kept smiling. I didn't stop, even after Dad fell ill and died.
That's a bit unsettling, isn't it?
So I guess the two smiles, one taught by my mom, and one forced by my dad,
Exactly.
got kinda mixed up, and the result is what I pasted on my face.
At first he smiled because he wanted to show his mother the smile, and then he had to smile because he had to.
Eric, she's...
I've never talked to anyone about all of this before, but... Mira, will you still love me? Even with me being like this?
How dumb can you get?
If only you knew
Yeah, you're right.
her true nature.
I didn't even have to ask, did I?
Eric, thanks for sharing that.
It wasn't like I did it for you or anything. It just sort of came out, that's all.
Yeah, still, thanks.
To tell the truth, I just didn't want to end up like my father. So I forced my mouth to keep smiling through everything. But it's no use. The worst part of me still came to the front after we got trapped here. I pushed all of that on you, too.
Don't worry about it.
He even blew him up.
I'm alright.
Okay.
But, you know what, Eric? Damn it! Why am I warming up to you slightly? I'm supposed to hate you, or at least, you know, be annoyed by you, but I can't help it now after hearing that story.
So, you never mentioned you had a younger brother.
No, he didn't on the,
Yeah.
on the timeline.
About your age, more or less.
What? We're the same age? Oh, maybe we could be friends.
Maybe I am
Would
your
it
brother.
be okay if I met him after we get out?
Well. Anyway, sorry I turned the mood dark.
That's right. Your brother.
You turn the mood. Oh, your jokes always crack me up, Eric.
Jeez.
Huh?
Now's not the time, Mira.
I mean, to think that was dark. You really have a sense for these things.
Yeah, most humans do.
Don't worry, listening to it was a lot of fun.
Wait a minute.
I think she's misreading the situation.
What makes you think that was all a joke?
Uh-huh.
It was such a sad story. He just told us he's been holding in this painful past the whole time. How is that a joke?
Oh, I just didn't think
Didn't
to
think.
make a mistake like that.
A mistake?
I'm so sorry. I've always been clumsy.
Right.
Times like these that I don't even know how to look, you know?
Clumsy?
Hey, Eric.
How to look, as in what emotion to put on your face?
Can you tell me?
Mira?
Mira, that scalpel looks awfully familiar. She's gone and done it. What the fish? Right in front of our eyes.
What? No. Mira? Why did you...
All that talk about smiles. And those heels. The only thing missing from that other flow
What's wrong with you, Mira?
was that psychopathic laugh.
Stop! Stop this!
I swear she's the woman in the hood. She's got to be, right? Oh my.
No!
Q. Jeez. What a freaking crazy bitch. But hey, at least all sections are cleared. Okay, now looking at this flowchart, we can see that injecting Radical 6 caused Mira to go crazy, stab Eric and Q, and leads right into suppression, which is where everyone died after not pressing that button. It's gotta be Mira, right? Mira under the hood. Right. Well, some more branches need to be cut off. I suppose we go over here. The kill button. We won't be able to go to the force exit box, I guess, if we go down this pathway. Not that it leads anywhere, it kind of just cuts off right there, right? So, I suppose let's go check this out. Well, C-Team's got first dibs on the button. And Carlos, you're not even going to hesitate. Follow Junpei's lead. Sorry, everybody else. But hey, if we push this button, we're guaranteed to leave.
Carlos, why?
No, Akane!
Hey, you did good, Carlos.
Junpei, the devil on my shoulder.
You dedicated your life to saving people, so this is probably hard for you. But what you did is...
Stop!
Carlos!
It wasn't me! Someone took my hand, and...
Yep.
You're not going to say the devil made you do it, are you?
You did make him do it, Junpei.
made me?
Maybe it's stress, or you've always had that urge buried deep down inside. Blamed your bad judgment calls on something controlling you? Come on, it's just part of being human. Life experiences.
Well, Carlos.
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival.
Zero.
But is it what you wanted,
It
Zero?
is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable.
Legally justifiable.
To be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately.
But first, bedtime.
Before that, I apologize, but you must all sleep again.
But why?
It is 1929. Time for good kids to be in bed, or something.
Just the way he's so aloof.
As I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you. It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
I
Interesting.
killed all of them.
So he's not going to make us forget this
Pleasant
time.
dreams.
But he's still going to put us to sleep. Whereas if nobody killed anyone, then we would all forget. Well, so much for cutting off those other branches. Looks like we're relegated to this single flow. Let's check it out. One thing. Suppose that's us walking out, right? Well, no one's melted or anything. At least not yet.
This is...
The decontamination room.
Decontamination?
Oh, yep. We're not going to see...
Huh. This is weird.
Weird?
We're not going to see them have a chance to make a choice.
I feel like I've been trapped in this room before.
You must be imagining things.
I guess.
This button.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Sorry, Sigma. Phi, Diana.
Something isn't right.
Maybe we've forgotten about this place.
The drugs and the bracelets?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I love C-Team. I love D-Team. Q-Team, I'm not as attached because, of course, we had other games to get attached to Junpei and Akane and Sigma and Phi. Diana to a lesser extent because Luna's based off of Diana. But yeah, Q-Team, you know, they're brand new characters. It's harder for us to get to feel as attached to them as with the other teams, right?
What?
That's the TV, right? Or is that the showers? Nope, it's the showers. Holy, oh my gosh. Oh, it gives me the freaking shivers, man. Just seeing that mist of red and the screams. What happened to doing it while they were asleep, Zero? You freaking animal. Oh, gosh. This is freaking violent. I don't even know if Q's disintegrated. I'm surprised Q's body isn't just there in one piece still. This game is a lot more intense than the others. Like, damn, man. It's the live action, like, cutscenes, like, I'm guessing, is just making it more, like,
Now announcing the current casualties.
hard to stomach.
Q team, Q, Mira, Eric.
He's shell-shocked.
D team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now
Junpei
deceased.
is, you know,
As a result,
he's happy.
6 X-passes will be revealed. Self, Rip, Lake, Bird, Twin, Old.
Self Rip Lake. So maybe Mira rips hearts out. Lake, I think, relates to Eric. There was a story about the lake, right? And I think his younger brother. Bird,
That is
Twin,
all.
Old. Bird would be Diana for the bird box. Old and Twin. I mean, Old probably Sigma because he's the oldest. Twin though.
That's right.
How does that relate to Phi?
It would be inconvenient if you forgot who caused the deaths of others.
So why does Zero want us to remember us causing deaths? Yeah, so Old is with Sigma.
Wow, that was fast. We put these passwords in and we can reach the surface.
But to get them, the other teams...
Hey,
It's
old
not-
Akane probably wouldn't even blink about this, yet Akane here, you know, she's having doubts. This is obviously pre getting disillusioned with the world, right?
Your fault, Carlos.
I've been busting my ass for the past 10 years. I wanted to save as many lives as I could. I worked hard to do that.
This is where Junpei would say, I'm sure you're still a net profit.
Leucochloridium. Or Spinocordodes teleniae. Have you heard of either of these, Carlos?
I'm sure he would recognize
why
those
are you
terms.
suddenly...
They inhabit and control the actions of creatures larger than them. Parasites.
Are you suggesting we were controlled by whatever that was you said?
Leucochloridium are snail parasites. Praying mantises and grasshoppers get Spinochordodes tillinae.
Right.
So they don't attach to humans.
How do you just know this
Correct.
stuff?
I've heard of one, however, Toxoplasma gondii.
Toxoplasma gondii?
Rats with toxoplasmosis no longer fear their predator, the cat, and are in fact drawn to the smell of their urine.
Right.
The rats are attracted to cats?
For humans infected with Toxoplasma gondii, changes in actions and personality have been reported. You become a risk taker, your reactions slow, or you become extremely sensitive.
Are you saying Carlos pushed that button because of something like that?
Or he could be
I don't
lying
know.
and he pushed that button?
But it's more realistic than saying you were possessed by a devil.
A human controlling parasite.
Jeez. Is that a personal attack on me? Are you calling me a parasite, Akane? Gab's just like chilling. What's Gab's deal? Anyway, we can leave, right? What are we gonna find in the outside world?
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
No problems here.
All
Bet
right.
there aren't.
Then let's put in the passwords.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I wonder if we should also maybe enter in a different password, one that we'll get from another flow. But let's just go ahead and enter them one at a time right now. So instead of bird, I'm going to type in red here and just see what it says. Error. Got everything else right. Won't let me type in red. Okay. Figured that would be the case, but worth a shot, right? Okay. I don't think we're gonna get stabbed in the back this time, seeing as our resident serial killer has been disintegrated.
It opened. It opened.
Let's hurry. The door will close right away.
Carlos, you're not going? Whoa. What was that?
Hey, what are you standing around for?
Carlos?
I can't leave with you guys.
Why not?
What?
Huh?
What's changed? What was that? Is consciousness just like...
I
coming-
made a promise in another history that I'd definitely save you
I
two.
thought so.
Another history?
What nonsense are you babbling about?
A different
Come
Carlos
on, hurry up!
has invaded his brain.
Later, guys.
Carlos!
Carlos!
Ooh. So what happens if we do this with the other teams? The leaders will get changed every time?
Just hang on. I'm going to go save you now.
Alrighty. There he goes. You okay, Carlos? Did you just run into the wall? Interesting. Alright, Q, slap that button. Do it. If you don't do it, Carlos will. Done. Now we don't have to see a kid die. Again.
What happened?
Good news.
I...
We're gonna live.
I see. Interesting.
Did you push the button?
Does this mean we're going to be saved?
But then... the others will...
So how did you push the button, Q?
You killed them!
Oh, come on, just get out of it.
Team and D team are gonna...
You wanted me to
No,
push the damn
we
button.
did. We had to do this so we could survive. There was no way around it.
Did something make you push the button, Q, or did you do this of
Not
your own
my
volition?
fault! I told you from the start not to push it!
Okay.
What? What are you talking about? It was obvious you were planning on pressing it.
Thank you, Q. I just want you to lose your shit at Eric one time. Just one time, please.
But you're the one who actually did! It was your hand! You pushed it!
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival.
Zero.
It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision.
Thanks, Zero, for clearing our names.
I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately.
Not you, Siri.
But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
Why?
Hey, just be glad you're alive, alright, Eric?
29.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you.
No. No! I didn't do it.
Calm down,
He's
Eric.
the one who pushed it. So he's...
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
But I already told you. I didn't kill anybody. I was only watching. Dad, I was just watching.
Oh, dear.
No. Chris didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who... Please, forgive him, Dad.
I wonder.
Cold. It's cold.
I kind of want to try it, but then I
The water
don't.
was So cold.
Guessing Chris's name.
Pleasant dreams.
For Q's name, right?
Mom.
Oh, Eric. Mira? You're blinking.
Where are we?
I think it's the decontamination room.
Decontamination.
I think we've been trapped in this room before. Is it just deja vu?
So every time someone pushes the button, someone seems
I
to
have a bad
realize
feeling about this.
that they've been in this room before.
So do I.
Wait, this button.
It's the same for you, Carlos?
Looks
You
familiar.
feel it as well?
Yeah, not just her. I sense it too. Somehow, this button is very important.
Yeah, for you, Junpei.
Maybe we lost our memories of it.
The drugs. In the bracelets.
And yet some things seem to be
What
familiar.
in the world?
You'll of course forget things from the past in your current timeline, but if you're transferring from another history, you remember more. Right, not like you needed to see that damn shower scene again. Unfortunately, I can't skip that thing. Wakey, wakey.
This is...
The lounge.
What happened in the decontamination room?
Y'all survived.
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
That's right. That button.
Q doesn't seem to be making any excuses.
Now announcing
When it comes to
the
pushing that
current
button.
Casualties. C Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. D Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased.
Eric still shocked.
As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Dream, Key, Quark, Mom, Dear, Arm. That is all.
Mom, dear, arm.
It's a lie. Everyone.
That's changed.
Yeah!
Let's inhibit the virus. Eric?
Eric.
Oh no.
Damn, he's really
what
shaken.
have I done?
No need to blame yourself. All you did was make the right choice.
But
Forget about it. We need to focus on what's next.
What's done is done.
We have 6 passwords. So can't we leave?
Can Eric leave?
Overreacted a bit. But you know, maybe it's better this way.
At least you get to escape with Mira.
What I mean is, I know we're all in danger from this game. But instead of being forced to kill each other, it's just a vote. And a press of a button.
Exactly, you're detached from...
Yeah. Plus, we're just put to sleep after. So to suddenly learn the whole thing is over?
Wait, what if it's not just that?
I wonder what time it is now.
The amnesia drugs. In the bracelets. Maybe we didn't get injected this time, but what if every time we wake up, we have to go through the same scenario over and over again? And we're put to sleep after each one. Our memories of it gone.
I mean, is it still
Give it
really New Year's
We
Eve?
don't need to talk about this.
All we've got is the time.
Let's just get out of here.
He's right. Let's...
Wait,
Q,
aren't we forgetting someone?
Gab. Gotta come with us. At least he gets to travel between all the rooms. Whoa, this room. Gab, you're chained up. What's going on?
That's so mean.
Why in the...
How come you can't come with us
Let's
this time?
see if we can get it off.
Just don't slice its leg
Hey,
off.
About before, you were saying we're repeating our actions with no memories. It's like the Sleeping Beauty problem.
The Sleeping Beauty what?
It's one of the famous paradoxes.
Very famous.
The experiment starts on a Sunday. The subject is put to sleep, and then a coin is flipped. If it's heads, the subject is woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep again.
Right.
And that's it. That's all they do for heads.
And if it's tails?
They're woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep.
But that's just the same as heads.
To that point, it is.
But
But it's different after that. After the subject falls asleep again, their memories from Monday are erased. They are then asked the same question again on Tuesday.
right.
What's the question?
What was the probability it was heads?
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Hey, how is that a problem then?
Because they don't remember.
It's obvious. There's a 50-50 chance of it being
It's
heads.
gonna play into the fact that it's
You
Tuesday.
think so, normally. But when you're being asked it, there are 3 positions you could be in. The coin was heads. It is Monday. The coin was tails. It is Monday. And the coin was tails. It is Tuesday. That would make the probability of it being heads as 1 in 3, right?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's a coin. So it'll always be 50-50 odds no matter what.
So that's theoretical.
Okay, let's change some things. If heads appears, it's the same as before. But if it's tails, it ends up repeating 10,000 times.
10,000?
Wake, question, sleep, memory erased.
What an
Wake,
easy life.
Question, sleep, memory erased. Go through this 10,000 times. Does the probability still stay as 50-50 after all that?
Nope.
Thinking about it, wouldn't the chances of it being tails be higher than heads?
If you put it that way, yeah.
I've never heard of this paradox, I'm afraid. But
So,
it sounds interesting.
which one is correct?
I love paradoxes.
No one knows. They don't have an answer yet. Even the scientists can't decide between 1 in 2 and 1 in 3. It's an unsolved problem.
Right.
Huh. You know a lot about this.
A lot of these characters seem to know a lot about
I read
lots
a
of
random
things.
book on it once.
Really?
Well, it was on metempsychosis, but they deal with basically the same thing.
Just picked it up from the library shelf, did you?
Metempsychosis? What is it?
Wouldn't waking up without your memories be just like being reborn?
Oh, yeah, that sounds similar.
I'm not really sure.
I think so.
You don't believe in it?
Memories make up
I meant there's no real meaning.
Memories make up a real big component of our personalities and who we are, right? A lot of who we are is based on decision after decision after decision that we make in our lives, and they shape who we are. If we lose our memories and forget what kind of person we were, we could be like reprogrammed entirely.
Because when you're reborn, all the memories you had during your past life are already gone, right? Well, that means metempsychosis isn't really needed.
If there's no memories, there's no point? Well, no one can perfectly remember things that happened when you were a kid. Hell, sometimes you can't even remember something from a month ago.
Yeah, but it's not just like those small things that make up who we are. It's the big things. The massive things that you can remember even when you were a kid.
So, going by what you said, everything you did before a month ago has no meaning?
She's asking if memories really are that important for making you who you are.
I think they are.
What is important then?
Well, something must be.
After all that time, did we free Gab? Nope. Sorry, buddy.
Well, it looks like we can't do anymore.
We didn't find anything to like chop it off. We just used our
We're
hands
gonna
the
have
entire
to give
time.
up here.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Not just for
No
you,
way
Gab,
around
but
it.
for killing everyone
We
else
did
as well.
everything we could.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, we're walking out of here.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I've got answers for Quark. For Arm, that's going to be Sigma's arms that got ripped off, right? And had to be replaced. Mom and Deer don't really have a connection to them quite yet. Maybe Phi's pendant that was given to her by her mother. Quark, of course, Junpei. Key, maybe like Crash Keys. But Dream? Interesting. It's not like his name's Morpheus. It's Carlos. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Yes! It opened!
There you go.
Okay, let's go.
Now he's happy. Q.
Hey, what's wrong?
What are you doing?
I can't go.
What's up?
Huh?
I can't leave him behind.
Gab.
Sorry.
You're too attached to Gab? Oh. Little old Q. Trapped here forever because he couldn't leave Gab behind. That's sweet in a way. But, come on, man. This is your life.
I decided that I'd stay here too. I wonder why. Maybe it's because I don't have memories? I know nothing about the outside world, so I guess I didn't really want to leave.
Right, you don't know who you are, of course.
Did I make the right choice?
Do you belong out there? Is that your thoughts?
Was it the wrong one?
I still think...
That must be it.
I think you should have gone out, my friend, and made some new memories. You'd be reborn. The only trouble is getting that helmet off your head. So this one ends at a game over, whereas this one ends at a cinematic. This one we realize that Carlos's consciousness from another history has taken over him, whereas here Q has just made the decision on his own to stay behind. What's behind door number 3?
Diana, what did you just...
Push the button.
Are you kidding me? You just finished begging me to trust the others. What the hell was all that for?
Just so you think about what you've done.
Answer me, Diana!
I don't know.
Something made you do it?
I don't know why I pushed the button.
Not again.
What do you mean?
Our vote back at 1330?
Going-
Diana chose C-Team instead of going along with what was on the note. I asked her why.
Opposite day.
And she said the same thing as now. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. I don't know about that.
No one knows anything.
I know.
Oh, Phi does.
I'm saying I know what you don't know. My thought earlier that we probably...
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival. It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
1929. Our time is up.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you.
Thanks again, Zero.
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
No! How did this happen?
Pleasant dreams.
Oh dear, she's really losing it. Whew, that cutscene went fast. Speaking of, that's the third and last time I'm gonna watch that shower scene again.
Hey, look what time it is.
Ah, it's midnight.
It's after midnight.
That's what time
So
it is.
it's the next day?
Not just day, but year.
If we go by our
It's
assumptions.
2029 now.
What a horrible start to the year.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei,
Different X-passes again, I'm sure.
Q, Mira, Eric. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Shift, 6, ring, age, heart, love. That is all.
Heart.
Damn you, Zero!
I will never forgive him!
Oh, why? At least Gab's free in this one.
No!
Diana, tell me one more time.
Why did you push that button?
You didn't choose to push it, did you? The button in the decontamination room.
Something made you.
No.
I did.
For a split second, it was as if... It was as if someone had taken control of my body.
Has this ever happened to you before?
When you did the vote.
Then maybe you hit your head somewhere.
I don't think so. That I can remember, anyway.
I love how Phi's writing it off that
What are you
she's
trying
just a
to
traitor
say, Phi?
and goes against what
Well-
everyone's telling her to do.
I thought it might be possible it was alien hand syndrome.
Alien hand
What?
syndrome.
Alien hand?
It happens very rarely when the corpus callosum, where the right and left hemispheres connect, is abnormal. Remember, the right brain controls the left side, and the left controls the right.
That's right, yep.
So if the communication paths that connect them are damaged, the left and right sides of your body may fall out of sync.
Right.
Like trying to put a shirt on with your right hand, but taking it off with your left. Grabbing onto a scalding pan with your right hand while your left tries to make it let go. Or something even stranger, when your right hand attempts to suffocate you, so you use your left to restrain it. I've heard of cases where it's happened.
Human brain.
An
Such a
interesting
fascinating
development
organ, isn't it?
arises with that story. Where does a human's consciousness exist? Is it in the left brain or the right? When your right hand's choking you and your left's trying to stop it,
Is now the best time
that
to
would
be
imply that the
talking
part of
this
you
deep?
that doesn't want to die is in the right brain.
talking this deep in front of a
But
shell-shocked
what if in the
Diana
left
right now?
brain, there's another part of you buried inside that does want to die. So, if you ever ask that person, do you want to live or die? If the center for speech is located in the right brain, he'd clearly say, of course, I want to live. But what if it's the reverse? If the center for speech is in the left brain, then I'm sure he'd say, hurry up and kill me. There's no way to know which one is the true self.
Two different answers.
Or, perhaps, it's more like they both are. It's just simply that the one who has the power of speech is more dominant. Have you ever considered, what if your body was split into left and right?
No, I can't say I've
In that
considered
moment,
this.
where would your consciousness go? Left or right?
Hey, Phi.
Well, Diana, answer the question while you're sobbing on the ground
What are
there.
you getting at with this?
Jeez.
The alien mouth syndrome. My mouth speaks for itself, regardless of what I want it to do.
I see.
How
That's a
can you
good
be
explanation.
joking around at a time like this?
No, it's because we're in the situation that I brought it up.
Well, like you said, it doesn't feel real. Hearing the announcement or reading on the board.
You think those 6 might still be alive?
Not from what
Let's
I've
keep
seen.
believing.
I'm gonna need some
There's
eye
no
bleach.
point. The 6 of them are definitely dead.
And how do you know this?
How do you know?
Can you see it?
Well,
You have seen it. How?
I don't know.
But you do know.
You alright, Gab?
This guy doesn't know anything, does he?
I don't know.
He's lucky.
I'm suspicious of Gab. Him and his
Well,
little
we may as well get
pocket
going.
tube thing there.
Like Sigma said earlier, we shouldn't lose hope. Let's have faith that they're still alive.
They're not.
Besides, that is even more of a reason that we must keep going.
They're in the plumbing
So
fight.
we can go and bring back a rescue team?
Exactly.
Or, you know, jump into another history. Let's enter them in. Right, we got age, because I'm guessing Q's young. Heart, because that's what Mira's after. Ring, because Junpei has a ring in his pocket. Love, because Eric loves Mira. 6, because that was Akane's number in the second Nonary game. And shift, because that's what Carlos is capable of. Shifting. Same with Sigma. Sigma's the one who coined the term. I'm guessing that's what shift is? Surely it's nothing to do with like a firefighter shift.
Alright, let's go.
Diana's leaving too? Not even opting to stay behind. Oh, we're gonna see what's beyond the doors. Diana? What's going on?
Not going.
Something's taken possession of her.
Huh?
Hey, Diana!
Diana? What the heck just happened there? Did she manage to slide underneath it? She actually committed to going though. Whereas Carlos just stayed in place. Same with Q. Zero, you got a message for us?
Wonderful acting. It's
Excuse me?
an excellent strategy. Your actions in that decontamination room. I'm surprised you thought of it so fast. At that moment, all you wanted was to get out quickly. To make that a reality, it just happened that the fastest way was to touch a yellow button and kill the other 6 participants.
Wanted to get out, but now you don't.
However, pressing the button just like that would make you a murderer, a bad person. And even if you did escape after, In a court of law, what you did would be considered bad by judge and jury. So you thought, how could I make this not as bad for me? What you came up with was oh so simple.
What are you trying to say, Zero?
You simply needed multiple personalities.
Multiple personalities?
No!
Not to casually bring up the topic of multiple personalities. No one would believe you. The only way to make it believable was to do something unbeneficial to you.
Like come here and be trapped
that
forever?
Is why you refused to leave. We both know that Phi would bring a rescue team back to the shelter.
Right.
You saw all of that in advance.
No! No, 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 no!
You've seen that
Let
happen?
us meet again somewhere. Stop at Mata Dolorosa. I will be awaiting that moment.
Oh, Zero, you've really upped the ante now, haven't you, you cheeky little shit?